Is your conveyor dryer dialed in your shop? Well, here are 4 common mistakes I see in screen printing shops and how to avoid them. Number 1, not controlling the airflow around your conveyor dryer. I often see this when conveyor dryers are next to garage doors or bay doors, or screen printers get hot and put a fan on. If you don't control the air around your conveyor dryer, that fan, that breeze from the door, will suck or blow the hot air out of your conveyor dryer tunnel, and your shirts will all of a sudden stop curing. So keep an eye on it, train your team, and maybe put a little wind flag on top of that conveyor dryer. Make sure things aren't blowing around and shirts are curing inside. Mistake number 2, only measuring ink temperature on its surface with the temp gun. While temp guns are easy to use and very handy at the end of the conveyor dryer, you also want to make sure you're setting up your conveyor dryer using a donut probe or temperature cure strips to really understand what is happening to the ink. If you're only measuring the surface, you don't really know what's happening at the base. Thermometer strips act like they are ink, giving you your true parameters inside your tunnel. And if you want to be extra safe and really do it right, do a wash test before you go into production. Mistake number 3, not adjusting your recipe or settings for fabric weight or environmental conditions. There's one mistake I often see is not saving those recipes or documenting them and just running the same recipes for different types of inks, garments, or weights of garments through your conveyor dryer. Lightweight, heavyweight, blends, fleece, low cure, regular cure, water-based, discharge. You're gonna wanna document and save all these settings and make sure it's easy to access for your production team. Keep in mind, sometimes those settings will change depending on the humidity of your shop. If it's super humid, some of those garments are gonna absorb that humidity and take a little bit longer to cure in your conveyor dryer, so you're gonna have to adjust your settings properly in order to make sure that those cure on humid days. And finally, mistake number 4 is overloading your conveyor dryer belt during production. I've seen a lot of shops dial in their settings perfectly and then start a huge production run with heavyweight fleece that completely change the production settings of their conveyor dryer. As your belt is loaded up, those garments will suck the hot air out of your conveyor dryer, lowering the cure point. So you're gonna have to slow things down or don't load your belt up as much if you wanna run it faster. Understand the low limits of your dryer, and if you push the limits, make sure to retest to make sure you're properly curing. You can do everything perfect in screen printing, but if your ink doesn't cure, your customer is not gonna be happy. Even the best conveyor dryer won't make up for wrong settings. Have you ever heard of these horrible mistakes in another shop? Share it with them and maybe help them out. Be sure to hit like and subscribe, and if you have your own conveyor dryer horror story, leave a comment below. We'd love to see it.